What's the process like for replacing your existing CCM solution with a more modern cloud-based one?
Yeah, I think that could be the subject of a whole webinar unto itself, right? But at a high level, I'd say there's 5 key areas that are critical to successfully replacing an existing system, whether that's a proprietary, or a legacy system that just doesn't, cut the muster anymore. First is system design and configuration. So working with that vendor to design the new system, based on clearly defined requirements. That includes everything from, configuring your templates, designing workflows, identifying integrations, and then making sure that system is tailored to their specific needs. Now, the duration of that phase depends on the complexity of the system and the customization requirements. That could range, we've had experience where that can just take a few weeks. Sometimes it can take several months, but it requires working with a vendor that you can trust, who understands your process and is willing to kind of dig in a little bit. The next is data migration. So transferring existing data from your old system to the new one. There's time required for that migration. It depends on the volume of the data and then the complexity of the existing system that you're working from. And again, that's another thing that can take a few days, depending on complexity, all the way up to a few weeks. Another key one is testing and quality assurance. So making sure you're doing a comprehensive test of that new system before it goes live, making sure it's meeting all the organization's requirements. And again, think about when we talked about budgets, right? Organization's requirements isn't one department, right? It's IT, it's CX, it's marketing, it's operations. It goes broadly. So making sure you're bringing all those teams together up front to define the requirements, and then also making sure that they all sign off on the ultimate result there. And again, same thing. That can take a few weeks. It can be longer for more extensive systems. Another big one that often gets overlooked is training and user adoption. We're proud to say, and we have lots of case studies to back this up and customer experiences that show that once someone's been onboarded and trained with our system, they get up and running quickly, and they're far more productive than they were on any prior systems there. But not overlooking that training and ensuring that you get full user adoption is critical to the success of the project as well, because you're past the test phase where you're looking at speeds and feeds, right? And it's really the ultimate test is, are your users happy with this system, and does it make them more productive? And then finally, deployment and go live. So implementing a new system and getting it into production, making it available for regular operations is a critical step here. That involves coordinating launch, finalizing integrations, addressing any of the last minute issues that came up either during your test phase or during user adoption testing. And again, same thing, a few days to a few weeks, all depends on the complexity of the system there. But I'd say those are the 5 key critical steps, and you overlook any one of those at your peril.